JO704. My Chinese name is Wang Ying.
Hello, my name is Learner and my Chinese name is Liu Hao, Liuhao.
Hi, my name is Yishu Jin. I don't use an English name in the States.
Hi, I am Snow. My Chinese name is Xiaxue.
Hi, I'm Patrick. My Chinese name is Yifan Sui.
Hi, my name is Steven. My Chinese name is Yang Yekwan. My Cantonese name is Yepun Yang.
So I'm from China, and I went to an international school in China. And the international school is like a Canadian-style international school. So the teachers are from Canada, and the textbook we use are from Canada. And that's actually how I got my English name at that time. Is I think all the Chinese students enter the school, and then I think that the teacher tend to give you an English name. So the Canadian teachers, they're more easily to identify and then call you out, I think.
One day my teacher just asked us what our English name is, so I went back home and then I asked my parents what my English name is. So they just told me my name is going to be Steven, and then my sister's name is going to be Lisa. That's it.
I think we started to learn English at the grade 3. Yeah, the third grade in elementary school. So we didn't have English names before that. So I think most people still use Chinese names.
I don't know why I was given a English name when I was young. It's just, I think maybe the school or just teacher thinks that we should have an English name in an English class when we speak English to each other and we call each other an English name.
I have some friends who we call each other English names in Shanghai. That's because we studied at the same English institute, which make it very common for us to use English names. But for most of my friends in college or high school around me, we would just call each other Chinese names.
Yeah, I think people can approach me easier because I have such a simple name. So my foreign friends just call me Snow. They can immediately remember who I am. And I think this name sounds like naive and cute, and they may want to make friends with me.
I think it's a really interesting effect that Chinese teachers tend to give students an English name in kindergarten or in elementary school. So for me, I think the reason being is that with an English name, the student is kind of feel more, I don't know, American or in a more Western culture. It's like you're given a new identity and then you are in this new environment, and then they can promote English learning or something like that, maybe. Because I feel like maybe when a teacher calls a student by a Chinese name, then the student may feel like, okay, I'm still, it doesn't make much a difference than learning Chinese or in a history course. But when you're calling by an English name, you kind of feel that it kind of feels like I'm in the mode of learning English. I'm in a English environment or something like that.
Having an English name will sometimes make us a little bit better to get accepted by American culture, but also I noticed that some of my best American friends or other international friends, when they're close to me for a long time, they sometimes go by Yepun just to make fun of me. So I think it's not that hard to memorize our Chinese names either. So,
especially in a pub, in a club. My name is Yifan. What? Patrick. Oh, yeah, stuff like that.
Some Chinese people have very common names like Mary, Vivian, Sophia, and Fiona. But some others have very funny and uncommon names. Like they could name themselves like Strong or like Winter. I think summer sounds better than winter. Yeah, and maybe Healthy. I met a boy who named himself Healthy. It's hard for other foreigners to call my Chinese name properly. I mean, just like what other Chinese call me, Wang Ying. I don't like others to call me Ying, Ying. That makes it easier, but that sounds weird for me. Or they would call me Ying Wang, Ying Wang. No, if you want to call my Chinese name, just call it properly, Wang Ying. If it's hard for me, if it's hard for you, let's go for English name.
I was still using my English name during undergrad, and but when I moved to Harvard, I feel like, okay, I think I'm gonna keep using my Chinese name, so just stop using my English name. And the reason being is that I feel like Chinese name is really who I am, and it has meaning to it. It has a lot of I don't know, like background or like personality to it. But for English name, for me, it's more like a symbol. It doesn't really represent myself. And also, I kind of want to show that, okay, so I am a Chinese, and is one of my identity, and I want to show it off. And by using Chinese name, I think that allows me to do it.
Patrick is easy. It's easy for them to say it, but close friends, especially like close teachers and older people, they tend to they prefer to call me Ifan instead of Patrick. Yeah.
I picked this name in my undergrad year, in my senior year. I certainly feel a sense of uniquity. Yeah, and sometimes I thought if it's a little bit weird to let other people call me learner, and I asked my friend and a good friend, and his name is a Germany name. Yeah, but and I asked if this learner sounds weird, sounds strange, and if I should pick a kind of normal name like a Mike Bang or something like that. But you know what he says. He said it's kind of reflects your character. It reflects that you like learning.
I kind of want to use my Chinese name, not my English name, because like I see myself as a Chinese. Like maybe one day when I become a famous drummer, I want people to know me as Ifan, not Patrick. To me, Chinese name is like unique. It's not like English name. You can have like thousands of Patrick, thousands of Jack, but like Ifan is just me, Ifan Sui. That's the only, I'm the only one who has this name.
So basically, Xia is my surname, my father's family name. So I got it. And Xia was, this character was created in Xia dynasty, which is the first dynasty in Chinese history. So the person who founded this first dynasty was named Xia Yu. So basically, he is my ancestor. So anybody in China who has a surname of Xia, they are biologically related to Xia Yu. So my given name Snow, I got it from a 11-year-old girl. She was the daughter of my mother's friend. So she came to see me when I was born. So she said, wow, the little girl has pinky face and snowy face. She's so lovely. So let's just call her Snow. So I got my name. And then my mother added the 2 characters to my name. So basically my original name was Xia Zheng Zhao Xue. Zheng is my mother's surname. So my mother earned more money than my father, so she wanted gender equality to be shown in my name. So yeah, Zhao is a word very special. This character was created by Wu Zetian, the first empress and the only empress in Chinese history. She was a female. She got power from the previous emperor. So she created this word in order to convince the public she was the right person to rule. So because there were still stigma surrounding the women leaders. So she created this word. The components of this word is like the sun and the moon rise together in the sky, illuminating the earth. So this character is so ambitious and powerful. My mother just imposed this word on me because she wants me to be more successful than boys. And during that time, because in China, there was one-child policy. Not many parents would like to give birth to girls. They prefer boys. But my parents have different opinions. They think boys and girls are the same. I can even do better than most boys. Yeah.
So another interesting thing is like when I was introducing myself, if I know like this is a group of friends that I will be hanging out with a lot, for example, like people in my lab, and then I would just say it's okay, just my name is Yichu, just call my Chinese name because you have time to kind of know how to pronounce it. We're gonna spend a long time together. But when I go to Starbucks, when I try to order a coffee, I'm just gonna say, okay, my name is Eric. So when my coffee is ready, I don't want to make any difficulty for you to pronunciate my Chinese name. So if I know I'm not gonna like know this person for a long time, or like we're not gonna have a lot of interaction, so I would just like introduce my English name.
If I introduce myself as Yifan, I think either they'll be interested in it, so we can like have a really like a conversation about my name, about like teaching them how to pronounce my name and what does my name mean. Maybe that even got like me and another person like closer.